What's going on, Raiders? Doolem here, back here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the biggest mistakes you can make with your raid account once you first start. And some of these are pretty obvious, and some of these are unique to raid in general, but we're going to start off with a pretty obvious one, and you can see it on the home screen here. My energy is right now is capped at 110 out of 110, and this is a mistake. If you are really trying to min-max this game and you're really trying to push hard, you want to make sure you're never at full energy, because when you're at full energy, you're not progressing, you're not getting to the next level, you're not leveling up characters, you're not getting new gear, you're not getting farther in dungeons, you're pretty much not doing anything. And this is a massive mistake I see people do. So make sure you're doing your best to not be capped out on energy. I believe it refreshes at a rate of 1 energy for every 3 minutes. So keep that in mind, because it's about 330 minutes to go from 0 energy to max energy for me, which is roughly a little over 5 hours. I think 5.5 hours exactly. So I kind of keep that in mind throughout my day so I can check while I'm at work and then put some battles on in the background while I'm working and get some stuff done. My job didn't hear that, by the way. I'm absolutely working very hard. So yeah, that's going to be the first big mistake that you guys are gonna encounter, and that one's a little bit lesser known. The next one is probably the biggest mistake you can make just in general in Raid Shadow Legends, and that's not using a creator code and not using my creator code. So using a creator code that's down in the description is going to be absolutely imperative. It's in the form of a link down there in the description. It'll tell you everything that you're going to get. You're going to get an epic character in Zargala, who is a massive damage dealer and a nuker. And at level 15, after you complete the tutorial, you're also going to get one of the best epics in the game, Ugo. And then when you start your journey, you're going to want to make sure you come over to the left-hand side here, hit promo codes, and then you're going to want to type in Supreme 6 or Monkey King within the first 24 hours of starting your account, so you can get an absolute S-tier legendary. If you haven't seen the video on deciding on which one's best, make sure you go do that one. That video is awesome. Me and another content creator talk in depth about which code is better and why. So next up, after that, you're gonna want to make sure you join a clan. And as you can see here, I joined a great clan who helps me out immensely. You see, I'm level 40. We've got a 95, a 73, a 188, 89, 91. Big accounts compared to me. I think the next highest is like level 60, 56 maybe. Level 50. So I'm getting carried, and the main reason why this is super helpful is in clan bosses here. So you see, if we go over to Demon Lord, I cannot one-shot normal difficulty, right? So what happens here is somebody comes in and one-shots this for me, and then I can come in here and I can 2-key it to get 2 Knight's chests, just like I have here that I haven't claimed yet, and I will get instead of just 1 Knight's chest, I'll get 2 because the boss was actually killed. So that helps out tremendously, and you can see some of the rewards that I get here from this. I got a 4-star set piece for shield for Cruel, which not bad. Defense, flat defense, crit damage, and speed as well, which this is actually not a bad piece because it has speed and crit damage, so that's not bad at all. I'll keep that. So that was one. I got some brews as well. And then the next one, I got a chest plate that has 5 stars. It is a common, but instead defense percent, which is really good, so I'll keep that as well. And I also got a rare skill tome. And you'll see here some of the other drops that can come out. You get 5-star gear. You can also get epic skill tomes, which are pretty hard to come by. You can get some great potions, some gems. You can also get void shards and ancient shards as well. So you can see that this is really, really helpful. I even did a hard attack as well, and I was able to get the warrior chest here for hard. So I ended up getting another Cruel set of boots that has primary stat as HP. So sell that because you don't want HP. You want speed stat as your primary stat. But this is essential. This helps get your progress ridiculously high because the rewards from clan bosses are very, very good to your progress and extremely, extremely helpful. Now, when we were talking about gear there, you saw me selling some pieces. You saw me talking about a 5-star gear piece, all that kind of stuff. So let's go and talk about gear, because this is the next mistake that I've even made myself that I want to make sure you guys avoid making. So the next mistake is taking any pieces of gear up to level 16. So I've been a little bit more liberal with going to level 16, and I know for the Arbiter missions, which we'll talk about, you have to go to level 16 to complete some of those Arbiter missions. So you'll see here, the main mistake is taking something like a 3-star common up to, or a 3-star common up to level 16. This is a bad idea. Now, the only reason I did it is because my speed stat was the primary stat, and that's going to be the only primary stat you want on boots. So make sure that is the case. And it's not bad. It's got crit rate, crit damage, some defense, which isn't the best, and then accuracy. So all around, a decent piece, but 3 stars, common, definitely should not go to 16. I think the max level you should take most gear is to level 12, like I did with this helmet here. You see this helmet has HP as the primary here. It does have some crit damage, defense, and then crit rate as well, so not a bad piece at all, especially for Alice. The only time you want to take anything up to 16 is when you're doing it for an Arbiter mission, and you have to, or if you see a piece like this. So primary stat is defense because it's a shield, but then I have crit damage. Speed is a triple roll, and then I have accuracy as a single roll. So this piece is like late game material, like ascend to this piece level. So be very careful on what pieces you're leveling up to 16, because it definitely will change. Because it's hard, because the amount of silver it takes to rank up a piece is a lot, and you don't want to waste that silver. And I know you're sitting early game, sitting over probably 10 million like I am, but that's not going to be the case for a super long time. So make sure you are not wasting all your silver on taking everything up to 16, especially those trash pieces, unless you are 1000% sure on what is good and what is not. So next up, I'm going to slide myself over here, and you can see on the bottom left-hand side here, you see the green screen messing up a little bit, my bad. You see on the bottom left-hand side here, we're going to slide back on over, and that's going to be missions. So we're going to click on the missions here and get started on the Arbiter missions immediately, and make sure you're running through these as fast as you can, because the rewards that you get from this are awesome. You see 30,000 silver here, a full energy. You see a superior force potion, more gems, more potions, more energy. And on the bottom here, you see there's milestones for each part that you do. So I'm done with part 1 already, and I got 300 gems for that. And then for part 2, I'm going to get a sacred shard. Finishing part 3, I'm getting 2 legendary skill tomes. And then finishing part 4, you get Arbiter herself, who is the queen of arena because of this aura, and giving increased ally speed in arena battles by 30%. So if you're having trouble in arena, this will be the fix for you. And Arbiter is an absolute S tier character used in late game by end game players who spend exorbitant amounts of money on this game, and they still use Arbiter because she is absolutely amazing. And the other tip I'm going to have for this is make sure you're not just looking at the missions that are right in front of you. Make sure you're scrolling past and seeing some harder missions that you have right now. So you'll see all the way at the end, I have a Fuse Justicar. So I'm starting to work on that right now, and I almost have all the pieces to make sure I'm ready to go the second I have that mission unlocked. You can see I did not do that with Ascend a Champion to level 5 of Ascension, because I've already ascended 3 champions to level 5. So right now I've kind of bottlenecked myself because I didn't wait to see the next mission and hold off on an ascension from maybe 4 to 5 just to get this mission done quicker. Now I'm stuck kind of farming these because I do want to take Cupidus up, because he is a pretty awesome character that I pulled from my Sacred Shard. So I still need 12 more potions here. So that's going to be another big tip, is make sure you're looking ahead at the Arbiter missions to know what's coming next so you can prepare, because even though I've done it before, I need to have that mission unlocked to actually be able to make progress on it, which is kind of unfortunate, but it happens that way with some missions. Others, you don't have to, like this one I've already done, and the second it unlocks, I'll just be able to complete it right away. So make sure you're focusing on that. Next up is going to be regarding shards. So you see right now I have 2 ancient shards, and you're probably thinking to yourself, what are you doing? Just open them. You need characters, all that kind of stuff. But for shards, you want to make sure you're waiting for an event that will run that involves opening shards. So we'll have events running kind of similar to the Dungeon Divers event that will have these tiers here that you'll unlock. You'll unlock stuff, essentially. You'll get arcane potions, silver, skill tomes, ancient shards, all that stuff. And you'll get points for opening shards, and you'll get more points for opening sacred shards. So let's just make a hypothetical here and say this is a sacred shard at 6, and you'll get 25 points for opening a sacred shard. It's hypothetical numbers, right? It's usually a lot higher than that. But you'll get 25 points for opening a sacred shard. You'll get 20 points for opening a void, 19 for opening an ancient shard, whatever it is, right? Now, that doesn't scale with the numbers here, but let's say these numbers were dropped down, drop a 0 on these, and these will look a lot better. So you want to make sure you are saving all of your shards for those events, because you're essentially what I like to call double dipping. So you're getting double the rewards for just holding on to your shards. And early game, the shards that you're holding on to aren't really going to make or break your account. So it's definitely worth waiting. And that's going to bring me to my next point is if you're opening all these shards, you're getting all these new characters, you're getting overwhelmed, and then you don't know who to upgrade. But make sure you are extremely narrow with who you upgrade. So you see, I literally only have 5 characters that are past level 1 that I'm not going to use as chicken food. So I have Cupidus, who I pulled from my sacred shard. Who's a legendary, and then I looked up on Hell Hades. He's a 4.5. He's really great for clan bosses and stuff like that. So he's going to be a great character to use. I have Supreme Gaelic, who I used from that code previously for Supreme 6, and that is absolutely awesome. So he's been a great imperative part to my journey so far. I did take up War Priest because she is probably the best support in the rare category in the game, and I don't have a support yet because I made the mistake of not using a link like I have one in the description to unlock Ugo at level 15, which you should do. You've already done, right? You're already working on the tutorial while you're listening to this video. If you're not, shame on you. Get to it right now. It'll be worth it, I promise. I'm having a blast playing this game. Next up is Kale, who's the starter. So yeah, absolutely taking your starter up because I have him booked out as well. So I have all his abilities ranked up. And then Alice, who I got from the Alice Chase from the calendar for absolutely free. So only working on characters that are absolutely imperative to my journey. Don't bother with anybody else because you will run out of resources very quickly, and you will just it won't benefit you at all. It really, really won't. So those are going to be the main mistakes I see people making when they play this game, and some mistakes that I even made when I really first started, and I'm starting to get a little bit more in depth to this. You see, I'm almost level 41 already. So I've been playing for a little over 2 weeks, and I've been absolutely loving this game. I really thought it was going to be something else. I really thought this game was going to be a gacha game, just terrible experience, just pay here, pay there, do this, do that. I'm having an absolute blast with this game. I'm having so much fun, and I can't believe I waited this long to play Raid Shadow Legends. So don't make that mistake either. That's another big mistake. Start playing today. Use that link down below, and you'll be absolutely ecstatic with the amount of progress that you make from the free stuff that you get. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, Raiders.